well, how often do you floss? I said, well, something stuck in my teeth.
That's what I say. I'm like, let me see. How often do I eat broccoli?
Yeah. Something
yeah.
usually gets stuck back here every once in a while. And while I'm there, I'll hit the rest of them.
I'll at least get the top row if it's in the.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that this show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Yes, once again. Or possibly, for the very first time.
Maybe. Who knows? We'll I don't think we'll never come to the bottom of it, sir.
No, that's one of those age-old mysteries, like how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Yeah, I wonder how old that owl is now. And the owl probably has a lot of cavities. All the Tootsie Pop stuff. Do owls even have teeth?
No, I think they have a beak.
I don't think they do.
Actually, I know they have a beak.
Yeah, I've seen. I can confirm I have seen an owl beak before. I promise this wasn't a planned segue, but I wrote 2 notes down of things I want to talk about, and the first one is flossing. So I don't know how we went from cavities. Cerny.
I went to the dentist last week, so let's get it.
Here we go. So I don't know the big headline here at my house is I've flossed for like 5 or 7 days in a row, which I never do. Flossing is one of those things that you always try to fudge through the dentist, but when you're
every time I got shamed on it. I got shamed for it last week.
And your
brushing looks fantastic. Now you're flossing. Do you floss every day? I'm like, I think we both know the answer to that. I always say that. She's like, yeah, I think we do.
It's basically entrapment because they've already done the testing. They know that you don't floss.
Yeah.
And they know because they did just floss you and your mouth is like a volcano of blood.
Yeah.
It's just oozing out of your fucking gums that you that you don't floss on the regular. So they know the answer, but why they got to fucking ask and make it a whole thing like guilt you into?
Like, you're like my boss or something. Like when you fuck something up and the boss is like asking questions, see if you lie to him or something.
Yeah. I'm like, what
do
is
you floss every day? I was like, no, I think we both know the answer to that.
She's like,
okay.
She's got a mouthful of gauze. You're like, what do you think? So I've been busting the floss out lately, and I'm like, I don't know what it is about flossing, but you're doing a good job when it's like at the end of it, you're like sweating. It's like you strangled somebody because your teeth, your fingers are all like, you got it tight in there. There's blood coming. You're like, oh, that was a great floss. Great floss. I'm like exhausted physically. I have cuts and sores on my hands and my gums are bleeding. It's a great floss.
The dental hygienist, she's like, you could do a water pick. That might be easier if you hate flossing. I was like, yeah, I could. I could just not floss. And
or I could just keep it
the
status quo.
Every time I come in here for the last 35 years.
My dentist, I think the water pick, whoever's running the water pick lobby, they're way in deep with the dental team because I've been recommended Big Dental is totally in bed with Big Water Pick. No doubt. Have you ever used a water pick? They're kind of it's a whole to do. You got to fill up this reservoir of water. And then the pick part is like kind of looks like a little toothbrush. You've seen it. It's like a little thing, but it has this tube on it and then it pressurizes and it like basically shoots water in there. But it's fucking messy because you can control the speed and the intensity. And if you don't have it pointed right in your mouth, it's shooting all over the place.
That's a lot of work. When
way too much
walking
work.
over and opening up a little canister and pulling out a little bit of floss.
Yes.
Is a bridge too far? Then that sounds like that I would buy it and it would just collect dust.
Exactly. And I'll tell you, we have one. I'm sure we went, I think my wife got it. I don't know its whereabouts right now, but I can tell you that I've not fucking used it.
Like new.
Yeah, I should be fucking slinging it on Facebook Marketplace. Like I have everything else. I've been cleaning out the garage, getting the spring cleaning bug in there. So now there's gonna, if you live in Nevada and you're looking for a water pick, keep your eyes peeled on Facebook Marketplace. There's one coming in hot.
From a
gently
pod
used,
celeb.
basically. So local celebrity.
Maybe you can catch some of the funny coming out of Chip's mouth. It could be contagious.
I don't use water picks. I don't believe them. Don't want to wash all the jokes out. It's my stance. But my dentist moved.
Oh.
And I've been in Nevada for now 6 years. Way too, crazy, first of all, that. And I think when we first moved here, it's like, okay, you got to find the new optometrist. You got to find the new dentist and all. So I went there one time, and I guess I would consider myself an anti-dentite. They're, like most kids, I think our age, the dentist stuff was forced on us, and you don't have a lot of great memories because all you remember is them drilling into your face. And
so I had to take in Jeffrey last week too.
Oh, our kids just recently went too.
He had he goes every 6 months, but he had one. He actually had to have like a baby root canal.
Oh,
and I was like, how does that happen within 6 months? And they said it was just like an old filling from way back. It just collapsed.
Oh,
and so it wasn't. It was basically like they just drilled his teeth. I mean, it wasn't like they got the big fucking thing out and did all that crazy shit. It was a baby tooth still. But I mean, they had, when I sat in the pediatric dentist, they had a fucking TV,
dude.
They had everything. I was like, wow,
they stepped it up from when we were going. Now they have an iPad and they're like, what do you want to watch? Paw Patrol, fucking Finding Nemo, whatever you want, and you just get to watch it. Then you also get a little bit of laughing gas, so you get to catch a nice fucking buzz. I
know, that's what they had to do. He's like, oh, what flavor do you want? Or what scent do you want? I was like, scent? What the fuck? And they hooked him up, and it was like, he was like, oh, yeah, it's no big deal. Like, he didn't even flinch when they stuck the needle in. I was like, oh, wow. I was like,
Doc, let me get a hit of that.
Either he's fucking tough or that shit's great.
What is that? Can I get it with myself in a nitrous tank?
Can I see what scent it is? You don't even tell me. I just want to smell it for myself.
You're just at work. You're like, just smiling on all your meetings. Like, this is fucking great. I love the dentist.
This sir is happy to be here.
He's always happy to be here. Always got a smile on his face and not a cavity in his head. So my dentist moved, so I took that as an excuse for me just not to go anymore. My dentist is gone. I'm off the hook for many.
It's a sign. It's a sign from the universe that I'm good.
Yeah, but now I'm a little bit, and now we're kind of getting to that age to where all the fillings that we had when we were, in our teens are probably needing some replacing, and I'm like, oh boy.
So I just started going to this dentist probably like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
After a good 5-year hiatus.
Yeah.
And
how'd it go?
It went great. I didn't have anything wrong with my teeth.
That's good.
But I did get shamed. And they're like, when was the last time you went to dentist? They looked at my chart and they're like, you haven't been in dentist for 5 years? I was like, no, I was waiting for it. They're like, there's nothing wrong with your teeth and your gums look really good. Well, they said, besides the bleeding and stuff, they said that you don't floss. But they said, like, the bone underneath it looks really good. Now, don't think that you can just take another 5 years and expect to say, I said, all right. Yeah.
See, this is the type of narrative that when they're driving it so hard that there's so much guilt associated with not showing up. And they always try to get something.
That's part of it, yeah. Especially with the flossing. it's always like, or it's like you don't do this, or it's like, I know, I don't. Right?
You're like, do you have a mouth guard that you sleep with? Because I've noticed there's a little grinding, and I think I'm like, how much a mouth guard? They're like $350. I'm like, I'm okay.
No, I'll buy one off eBay if I can.
Yeah. I'll go to
I'll buy a 3-pack off Amazon.
I'll go to Dick's Sporting Goods and just pick up a football one.
I'll put it in some hot water for a little bit, mold it in my teeth. I got you.
Yeah. I've done this mouthguard business before. I know how this works.
No, I got do you grind your teeth? Like, yeah. I said, I don't know. I mean, I don't think in your sleep. Like, well, I'm sleeping, so I really couldn't tell you. But it looks like you grind your teeth. Like, well, then let's go with that.
Well, hey, you know more than me, dog.
Yeah,
that's all I know. So it sounds like I got to get back on the dentist train. But our kids just went as well, and I got to tell, I was stressing because one thing about parenting that I didn't expect to be so hard was just getting your kids to comply for just basic quality of life things like brushing your teeth every day.
Oh, I know.
And I'm like, fuck. And now we're to the point, it's like, okay, if you can just brush it once a day, that's a win.
Yep.
We'll take it, and we'll try to do our best. But so they went to the dentist and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be bad news. Because the last time my daughter went, she had a whole slew of things going on. And then we tried to put her in to get a filling or two.
Oh, yeah.
She freaked out, so we had to press pause on it, schedule an appointment for the anesthesiologist to come, and they only come once a month from San Francisco. They only come up once a month, and that's not covered by insurance to put them under. So it was this whole thing, and it's not. I think it was like $1,300 or something. And I'm like, I'm not trying to pay this every fucking like one time a year, just because my kid, And I'm like, I don't want my kid to be have trauma from the dentist, so we'll take this more expensive route.
Yeah.
But they came back. Everything's clean. I was huge sigh of relief.
Ooh.
I was happy about it. Real happy about it. But
that's always a good one.
Now I need to go figure something out for myself. I don't know what to do, though. I'm worried. I'm really worried.
I had to go through a couple dentists. Like, I had to go through a few from before.
Yeah.
Hence the 5-year hiatus. Because I had, like, some really old guy who, he was a good guy, but the game had passed him by, 20 years ago.
And he's like, they're not upgrading the tech. I want the newest tech.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to put the fucking lead vest on for the x-rays if they can do that with their phone now or some shit. I don't want to, give me the new latest and greatest. That's what I want.
So I had him. I had this other guy who took he took x-rays in my mouth. He's like, you have 14 cavities. I was like, 14? What the fuck?
Jesus.
I couldn't believe it. And he was like, he was going to do this whole thing. And I was like,
dentures,
no way. I got 14. So I went to this other guy and he says, you have 2. And I was like, how'd I go from 14 to 2? Was he fucking lying? And he's like, probably. Or he says, he's like, you have the old fillings. He says, new fillings, when they hit them with the x-ray, they'll look like your teeth because they use whatever. He goes, old fillings will have the dark spot because they filled it with whatever the fuck it was.
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, how does he not know that? Or, I was like, how does he not know that? Or he does know that. He just wants to rack up.
He's trying to get a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah. Like 14. I was like, what the hell?
It's the sort of the dentist thing is a lot probably how people feel. I mean, I feel this way too. When you go to like an auto body shop for a whatever, and they're like, well, your air filters, I can't believe your car's still running.
Yeah.
Your air filters.
We took out the air filter and the alternator was all fucked up.
It was all, and new brakes, new pads. People are like, I guess I need this stuff.
Crashed and killed a lady walking her baby.
I know. They try to do that, and then they try to pin you down for the next appointment. I'm like, I'm not ready. Let's take it slow. I don't want to rush in this relationship. I'm not trying to book 6 months in advance. Yes, my calendar's open, but I'd like to squeeze it in. I'd like to wait 5.5 months and then try to squeeze it in.
See, that's where I just started saying, sure, book it, and if it doesn't work, then I'll change it.
And then before you know it, you're like, fuck, my dentist appointment's in 30 minutes.
They're texting me. That's what happened this last week. I forgot all about it, 6 months ago. I got a text like, see you tomorrow. I'm like, what? Fuck.
And then dental insurance through work, it seems so great because you're like, oh, yeah, it's $2.10 a month. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, cool. This is the greatest thing ever. It's not $300 a paycheck like every other insurance or whatever.
Yeah.
It's $2. I'm like, oh, I'll take the top of the line.
Yep.
Whatever
Delta Dental Plus or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah.
Whatever it is, give me the best, because it's only $2.
Yep.
But then when you go there, that's not covered by insurance. I'm like,
I got the best.
Because insurance is $2.
Yeah.
Should it be $20? I don't know.
Well, it said like your cleaning and stuff is all covered. I was like, yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
And then it was like, what was it? Oh, we're gonna do fluoride. I was like, okay, that's not covered.
It's like a nickel and dime thing.
I'm like, okay, well, it'll be $35. I was like, all right, well, it's $30.
Well, that's not too bad.
No, but the other stuff is like, so I do need. This is old. This is old news. I do need to have an implant in the back of my mouth here. I cracked this tooth long time ago. It was a root canal. It went sour and it broke. Like, okay, so you're gonna need an implant. I was like, all right. And she was cool. She was like, okay, we'll probably have to do it like, we'll extract the root that's there.
Fuck.
And then we're gonna have to like put a stud in your mouth. I was like, all right.
And then they like screw the tooth on or like attaches something.
Yeah, and they said that we'll do it in stages. So it's like, we'll max out your whatever your deductible. Then we'll wait for it to refresh and we'll do it again. I was like, okay, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
How much out of pocket? $5,000. I was like, oh my God.
You're like, this tooth is where? No one can see it? Can I still eat food? Yep. I'm probably good.
I started weighing my options like, Is this tooth made out of solid gold or
silver and gold? Okay, so I need to get on the dentist, but I'm hoping that if I keep my flossing habit, hey, if I'm at least getting 3 to 5 days a week in, that seems pretty fucking solid, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, way more than me. I just got shamed. Went home. Was like, well, she just flossed everything. I think I'm good for a few weeks. So when I said, I think we both know that, she's like, well, how often do you floss? I said, well, something stuck in my teeth.
That's what I say. I'm like, let me see. How often do I eat broccoli?
Yeah. Something usually gets stuck back here every once in a while. And while I'm there, I'll hit the rest of them.
I'll at least get the top row if it's in the.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, the bottoms are kind of tough. I'll just pass it by. Pass it by. But yeah, so we have all that, and there's now floss has come a long way. There's now like coconut. It's made from like coconuts or some shit. I don't know. My wife is buying the super crunchy floss for us. Activated charcoal floss and all this shit.
Yeah.
So
it's not just the wax string with mint.
Yeah. Yeah, like an old shoelace, mint shoelace.
Yeah.
Basically. Are they still is teeth whitening still a thing? That's not covered by insurance. No way. That's like
I don't
cosmetic.
think that's covered. Yeah. There's no way.
Yeah. Remember they were pushing, those like
the strips, right?
Crest white strips.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But those, I think they fuck your enamel up, right, on your teeth?
Yeah, I think I saw something like that. So I haven't heard about it in a while.
I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. As long as my wife still looks at me and, she, when I smile, she doesn't go, oh, God damn, like, fucking look away.
Yeah.
Then I'm probably good.
Your mouth or some shit.
Yeah. And the black coffee habit is probably not conducive to having white teeth.
No, I've gotten that a lot. I get that a lot. Do you smoke? No. Do you drink soda? No. Coffee? Yes. How much coffee? So we don't need to know the answer to that. Several cups a day. Black? Well, it's not good for your teeth. I'm like, I ain't doing it for my teeth.
Yeah. You don't want to see me without coffee.
I mean, I could just maybe start doing cocaine or something to wake me up. I'll just skip my teeth altogether. I'll just go straight in.
Just go right into the bloodstream. Get the caffeine right in there. We've slowed down last week. We covered the Rise cold brew cans that we had gotten from Costco.
Okay.
Very tasty. Still highly recommended. Here from this side.
I got to try. Oh, I think I was told Costco's on Monday, so I'll be attending.
Oh, nice. You'll have to put a request in for a ride along.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
On that one.
I'm going to need to check your work and honestly add some things to the list.
I'm going to do a shadow session on the Costco trip. The problem with Costco is when you go in there, there's so much other stuff they have out there to entice
I get distracted instantly.
It's too much. And they know when Father's Day is coming up because they're like, all of a sudden they have fucking drones.
Oh, gadgets galore.
Just every smartwatch available is they like move it right to the front. Golf clubs and all this shit. So
yep,
they're out to get you. Costco. I mean, they know. They know what's going on. They kind of bring the samples back a little bit. At least in my neck of the woods. Are you guys getting the samples back at Costco?
Yes, I think we are. There's like little things here and there.
Yeah.
I think they're reluctant because I know my company would do the samples before. But like we did one quite recently and it was not even close to
the volume.
To the return on investment because you have to pay like $10,000 or something like that to sample your.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some kind of number. I forget what it is, or $10,000 a building, or some kind of crazy shit.
Jesus.
So, so some of the companies, since people are still kind of looking like, "Ooh, I'm not going to reach on the tray with a bunch of other fucks," so
yeah,
I'm not going to try it. So it's like you don't really see the spike of sales that you have in the past.
But I feel like the sample to convert the sample conversion rate is like it's really high.
Yeah,
I feel like every sample, I'm at least buying one thing potentially.
Yeah, if I'm going up there to sample it, high chance I'm going to put it in the cart.
Even if it's a 10-pound bag of freeze-dried mangoes. I'm like, ooh, these are good. This will be a good healthy snack. And then I get the whole bag, and I'm like, the next day I'm like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
What was I thinking here? What's the thinking on this?
Is there a cool-off period I can return these?
3-day. I think, Costco, they're good about all that stuff. They're good about taking the returns back.
Although it's like, because we've bought, not like food, but it's like, I think we bought something that like broke from Costco. And it was like, I think it was like $10. I was like, I'm not gonna
I know. It's like,
I'm just going to eat the 10.
Exactly. I had a pair of AirPods that went bad. They like one ear stopped working, and I got them there as basically like a stopgap because I knew that the Apple was going to release these new ones. Like all the rumors were saying, their next event, they're going to do that. So I had this like stopgap pair.
Okay.
And I went to return them, and I had the receipt. I kept it, everything. And I had the AirPods, and I brought it in. She goes, do you have the charging cable? I'm like, no. She goes, sorry, I can't take it. I have to have everything. I'm like, the white Apple cable that you can strangle someone because there's millions of them in the world. We need me to find that to bring it back.
You mean the one that's underneath the desk charging phone right now? Pull that out.
Yeah. I was like, yank it up. It's a fucking cable. God damn it. Oh, man. But I did get my money back from that one. And I think I came out ahead because when I bought them, they were on sale, but then they refunded me the full retail. I don't know how that works. Unless I wasn't paying attention, which is it's very possible. Wasn't paying full undivided attention. I've been known. It's been known to be a trade-off potentially.
You're busy. You got other things on your mind.
I'm a busy man. Got other things going on. But yeah. Well, Cerny, I have been dying to share the story with you because I need your opinion.
Okay.
And I've shared this with my wife. So I was driving the kids around in the Tesla, and we're at a four-way stop. It's a kind of a complex intersection here in Novato. There's a bus stop. It has one of those, the crosswalk is so long, they have a break area in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
That like a secondary crosswalk. Yeah. So it's one of those situations. So we're just sitting there. Fucking nothing's happening. Whatever. We're just waiting for the light to turn green. I'm in pole position. I'm right up front. And this guy walks up through the crosswalk, and he has a Starbucks, venti, whatever. Just normal looking fucking guy with a baseball hat on. He's walking up, takes a sip. Then he proceeds to, without looking or anything, takes his fucking Starbucks, throws it up in the air, like 30 feet in the air, keeps walking, and it comes crashing down on the sidewalk, and like obviously it breaks, and this coffee, it was like half full. The coffee goes everywhere. The ice is everywhere. And he just walks up to the crosswalk and presses the button and he stands there. And my daughter is like, Dad, did you see that? I'm like, what? Yeah, I did. What? And I was literally, I couldn't explain it. He threw his thing up.
30 feet in the air was not the flavor you wanted?
I don't know. And I said, the only thing I could come up with was that, like, I said, some people just don't follow rules. And that's the best answer I could think of. But I was sitting there, I'm like, now my sensors are going off. Like, this guy, obviously, I got to keep an eye on him because who knows if he's doing this kind of stuff, what's his next move? I don't want to know.
I mean, from throwing coffee 30 feet in the air, it's got to be killing puppies. That's the only logical leap I can make from that.
Good thing there wasn't like a PetSmart nearby or something because that's where he was probably headed. I'm like, I'm just thinking, I'm like, that might have been the craziest random fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
Just random,
happen.
yeah. I think
I'm like, how?
Shit. Because I know, like we've seen some crazies before.
Yeah.
And like Jeffrey's like, what's going on? And I was like, just leave those people alone. What's he doing? I said, I don't know. I never really get the bottom of it. I remember when I was a kid, and there was this homeless guy. He was outside of, I don't know, some place we were eating at with my dad.
Yeah.
My dad, my brother, and I. And he was doing like these weird, like he was like pointing to the sky. It was kind of weird, like
some hand gestures and stuff.
Yeah, like he was trying to find the I don't know.
Yeah,
and he was like doing these circle, like he was missing something.
Yeah.
So I remember my dad letting my brother walking up, asking him, "Why are you doing this?" He's like, "I don't know." He's like, "Oh." And then my brother remember coming back and telling us, like, and I was like, "So?" He's like, "He says he doesn't know." I remember my dad, what kind of bullshit answer is that? I'm really like, I don't know, you know. So that was like, when we see it, I'm always like to tell the kids, like, just leave them alone.
I mean, the guy just as easily could have just like littered that, just normal, like threw it in the bushes or something, but he had to the grandiose.
Making a statement. He must have fucked it was.
I wonder if they did do that. That's how mad he was.
Maybe he's just having a rough day. He's like, I'm looking forward to my coffee at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And he took a taste. He's like, this is not what I ordered.
He's like,
fuck it.
You know what? Actually, he was well within walking distance of both McDonald's and Pete's Coffee.
Ah.
So maybe he came from one of those places.
Maybe.
But I've never had a McDonald's coffee, I don't think.
I don't
think
I've had either.
Not to sound too uppity or anything, but it's a little beneath me. You know, a McDonald's is,
for me,
like a step above Folgers, right? Pretty much.
Bring it on. Was that? Oh, you know what? I actually have had a cold brew. Excuse me. I have had a cold brew. Because we were going somewhere and it was like the kids wanted like a sausage cheese muffin kind of a thing.
Yeah, so McGriddle.
And they were just whining.
Hey, if it's like, the only thing,
I don't want to go somewhere else. Just give me a goddamn coffee from there. And it was all right. It wasn't great. It was good enough.
That would be the exact stance that I have as well. It's like, if it's there and I don't want to do the hassle of going to Starbucks. I mean, Starbucks isn't even that good either, to be honest.
No.
But if you want to save from going all over God's green earth to chase down a good coffee, just suck it up at McDonald's, I guess, or a road trip. You know.
Yeah.
McDonald's, the cones, those are good for the kids. The
ice cream machine that's working 50-50.
I know. I'm surprised it's working, but yeah, that's what we scored the ice cream cones there, which they melt
almost immediately. Like as soon as it touches the air of the outside, on the transfer, it's like halfway melted.
I see. It's like sweating. It's like I could see the sweat rolling down. And then I gave it to my son on the back. Well, I have this like cargo bike, this electric bike that you've seen a picture of this thing, right? It's like a bike except that it has a big ass end, like a long.
Oh yeah.
And there's basically a little mini bench, and you could put a bike seat on there, and then handlebars and stuff. So both my kids can ride around on this bike, and I'll pedal it, and it has a battery and a throttle.
Okay.
So you're just fucking cruising around, right? It's like a glorified scooter. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to be cool dad, and I'm going to drive through fucking McDonald's and get ice cream cones while we're on the bike. Because remember last week it was 90 fucking degrees?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So we did that. Was barely even out of the parking lot, and I turn around, and my son, who just turned 3, had literally already like a melted glove of ice cream down his thing.
Yeah.
And then, the way 3-year-olds they're not super keen on like, if you give them this is why every one of their drinking vessels have a lid on it.
Yeah, gravity.
Because they just let stuff tilt, and they're not aware that the liquid or whatever's inside is going to pour out or the ice cream's going to fall off. So he's just holding it very haphazardly.
Yeah, nonchalant.
And he keeps bumping it accidentally into my daughter's back. So her whole back of her shirt had like ice cream splatters in her hair on there. And he had I'll send you the picture after. It was too fucking funny. His whole shorts was just covered with ice cream melting drops. And his hand, I'm like, dude, if we stop for too long, ants are just going to come swarm.
They're going to take you away to the
They're going to take you away, dude. So, and then, the 6-year-old's playing him. Oh, can I taste yours? Can I have a lick?
Yeah.
I'm like, cut that out.
It's the same fucking flavor.
Come on, man. This is the same fucking thing. And he's like, yeah, sure. Yeah. He's like, he's just the the go along kid. But yeah, so we had ice cream there.
That's the thing you gotta watch out for as like they get older. The older kids will easily swindle the generosity of the younger ones.
Yes, swindle.
Do you want to make a trade?
The best word.
You can have this super cool dime, and it's shiny, and you give me the $5.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Well, so this happened to us once. We almost got duped by this. It was I forgot the exact thing that they were eating, but let's just say it was another ice cream thing, because it's very, very likely it was another ice cream cone.
Probability is high.
Yeah, probability is very high. And, they're in the back seat, and quick sidebar. When we first got the Tesla, my wife and I were like, 0 eating. There will be no eating in here.
Yep.
There will be no bevies in here. Mom and dad only. Smash cut. Here I am with the fucking vacuum. Like, God damn, did they unload a whole box of goldfish crackers back here?
Yeah. We did.
And my daughter goes, Dad, remember when we first got the Tesla, you said we weren't going to be eating in there? We eat in here all the time. I'm like, yeah.
You keep making a mess. I'm about to go back to that rule.
So we're driving, and she goes, oh, Sonny's done with his. And I look back, and I'm like, wow, you ate that fast. And he's like, uh-huh. And she goes, look how much I have left. And it was like half the cone. I'm like, it's like, oh, that's weird, because that's the opposite of what normally happens. And I was like, did you take Sonny's? And she goes, no. And so I'm thinking, I'm like, oh. And then like time passed by. I didn't investigate it that much then. And then it hit me later. And I was like, she fucking traded with him.
She swapped it.
She swapped it. And then we finally got to the end. She had us duped for a while, but she just straight up swapped. She was down to like 2 bites left, and then she traded him.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're going to do.
But I feel like I do. He's prime victim for
right
spam
now,
attempt.
3,
a fishing attempt.
4, even like early 5, especially when well, Charlie's 6, right? 6?
Yeah, 6.5,
7, 8. Oh, that's when they start learning, and they'll grift his ass.
Worse than fucking Trump, basically.
Yeah, they're grifters.
They are.
I've had to stop any of bullshit trades over here. I was like, wait a minute, no, we're not doing that.
Can I taste your? I'm like, it's the same thing. No. Leave his ice cream alone. And now it's so bad to where, because he can't finish the whole thing, but you have to get it anyway, because if you don't, they'll be held to pay.
Yeah, that's usually the deal I used to strike with the other kids. It's like, he ain't going to finish it. Let him get to where he puts it down, and then you got the rest. But don't preemptively do that shit. Otherwise, I'm going to fucking eat it.
Exactly.
Out of spite.
Yeah, I'm like, dad taxed that shit for sure. You got it. It's part of the deal.
Oh, yeah.
Part of the deal on the dad tax. Now, speaking of ice cream, since that's all we're talking about, McDonald's is all right. Costco, you get the giant soft serve thing. The ice cream at I guess is a Froyo, whatever it is.
I've never had it.
I mean, I don't order it regularly, but it is part of the bribery technique that I do use for compliance within Costco. Because I can get about 3/4 of whatever Costco errand's done. By the time they finish, they work their way through the ice cream, and then it's like you only have to handle them for 5 or 10 minutes after that.
Okay, it's good. It's a good idea.
And it distracts them from wanting to look at every fucking aisle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good idea because then they're focused.
Yep.
Now they get a little older because we used to have Jeffrey.
Mm-hmm.
As he gets a little older, can I get it at the end? That's the
interesting. Why at the end?
So he can fucking look at everything and get extra shit, and then
he
still gets his treat on the way out, and he's going to eat it in the car.
He's wised up. And then I've noticed the older kid also uses it as like, oh, hey, look what I got. Look what you don't have. Look what I have. Ice cream?
Yep.
You got nothing.
Yep.
And then I'm like, why are you trying to stir shit up? Making me look fucking bad. You're only putting I'm the one that comes out on the bottom of this whole thing.
I know.
Brutal.
Because you have one kid getting pissed off, screaming about something.
Yeah, I know. And we went to we're trying out a new restaurant.
Oh.
A new place opened up, and with kids that age, it's mac and cheese, quesadilla, or grilled cheese. These are the 3 major food groups, and if it doesn't perfectly fit in, you're gonna have a bad time.
We had one. Jeffrey used to have grilled cheese, but it had to be cut at an angle because it tastes better, according to him.
Wow. I would have liked to see a double blind study on that one.
I know. I don't know what the fucking deal was. It had to be cut at an angle, otherwise he wasn't gonna fucking eat it. And I was like, and it's like
that's insanity.
It's not cut. It's not cut right. And then I'm getting like all hot, I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like
boiling.
And like, he's like 3 and I'm like, would you eat your fucking grilled cheese?
Don't make me raise my voice in this Panera bread, please. This is not a good look for me. Or when they're like, it's good. Will you just try it? And they stick out like a millimeter of their tongue and they take an atom. It's like 1 atom's worth of the food. And they're like, oh, I'm like, well, you didn't even, come on, man.
I know.
It's brutal. It's brutal. I don't know why. What's the big deal about it? But I guess I was the same way when I was a kid, probably.
What's the restaurant?
It's this new, it's called Active Culture. It's sort of like healthier food. They have, rice bowl, like brown rice with, whatever meat you want to get or tofu or whatever. But I got these breakfast tacos.
Ooh.
I fucking love a breakfast taco. It's one of my favorite things ever. And the tacos came out and it was a pretty decent price too. They were huge, like 2 tacos. I could barely finish it. I still did. But each taco had soft shell flour tortilla. Each taco had at least 2 scrambled eggs worth with cheese, some cabbage kind of slaw. They had their own tahini, sour cream kind of sauce with lime. It was really good. And then there was roasted sweet potatoes with onions and all this like Mexican seasoning in there. So fucking good. I'm getting hungry now. So we went there, and the kids, and we're like, okay, if you guys are good and you eat your thing, ice cream. I had my wife's like, oh, they can just split one. I'm like, I'm not willing to take that chance, so I'm just going to fork over the extra $5 and get 2, and not have to deal with any bullshit from them because I don't want to deal with it. But it was a hit. It was a big hit. So, those I had to go back in 3 different times because they kept wanting more stuff. I'm like, the card company's going to think we got fraud going on here. Like 3-4 transactions going on every which way.
An employee has stolen their information.
Stole my debit card. Stole my debit card right out from under me. But it was tasty. And yeah, that was it.
Sweet.
But you know what we were talking about last night? My wife was like, oh, you know what'd be really good? Teriyaki to go. Like,
that does sound delicious.
Is that place still in business, do you think?
I think so. We have one over here that is still in business.
Oh, same thing?
Same thing.
I guess, is it like
it's the same fucking menu since from when
is it a franchise?
I think so. It's called something like slightly different, but it's the same.
Oh yeah,
it's the same menus
principles and
everything else.
So in Roseville, where I grew up, a town adjacent from Cerny, there was this. There I think there is this place called Teriyaki to Go in Roseville on Junction and Foothills.
Foothills, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and they have rice bowls, noodle bowls, and you want chicken, you want veggie, you want tofu, whatever. But for like $5 or $6, you would be so full because you're just so good. They had the best teriyaki sauce. And every day, Cerny and I would, when we were in junior college at Sierra, we'd drive all the way back down to Roseville, get ourselves a rice bowl.
We're going to go back to class.
We're going to go. That's right. This was Mr. Botarocco.
Yes.
His what was
anatomy class?
Anatomy?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was
and they had the class, and then there was a break for like 3 hours, and then they had the lab.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you give Chip and Cern 3 hours to fucking dick around. Highly
every time we went there, like, we'll go back. Once we're done eating, we'll go back. We're going to eat. Like, want to go back? No.
Be like, oh, you brought your golf clubs? Yeah, let's go.
Let's hit some balls.
Let's hit some balls.
Next class, we'll go. Okay.
We'll make it up next class. And we're like, oh, remember, he said we weren't doing much anyway, so
yeah,
make every fucking flimsy excuse we could.
Oh yeah.
We're like, are we still kicked out of that class? I forgot.
I think so.
I think we're still kicked out, so we should let it cool off. We'll give it one more week to cool off.
A week turns into a month.
It's like, oh, you almost got dropped. I almost dropped your ass. That was the class that we were going to get booted from, though, right?
Mm-hmm. That was the one.
Oh, man.
That was...
I don't know how we finagled out of that.
Remember, we couldn't be there at the same time or some kind of shit.
That's right. There was...
We couldn't go together because we were bad influence on each other.
I mean, hey, stop me if you've heard this before, but yeah, it's how it fucking works. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, we heard that all in high school.
All in high school.
And then why would it be any different when we're just a couple years older? No chance. But yeah, we were separated.
We were, except for test day. We got to come in during test day together. But now, remember, that was the only thing I counted towards your grade, was the 3 tests. The first one, they had like a midterm, and then a final. Those are the only things that counted towards your grade.
No homework, no attendance, no in-class assignments, nothing like that. It was just the tests.
Because I remember him saying you can still just take the tests, or you could just drop. You could take a W at the time because it was too late. It was like past the deadline. But good luck passing my class without my lectures. And I remember thinking, like, you just read the fucking PowerPoints. I can read.
I can read, motherfucker. Okay. I'm in junior college.
Yeah,
I can read. I think
good enough.
It is always interesting when you get the teachers that think really highly of their curriculum that they've crafted. Yes. Which I'm not saying that they haven't put a lot of time and work into it. I think they totally have. But when they sort of do the challenging,
you're just draining the slides.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
Same slides as they used for the last 4 years. Like, he's the equivalent of when you just put it into cruise control at work. He's just cruising along, man. He's not, he's just doing his thing, which is fine.
That's fine.
He's allowed to do that.
Yeah.
But don't fucking threaten me with that I don't have the the fucking wherewithal to pass your class.
Yeah, I know. My mental capacity couldn't handle the curriculum without your speech.
I mean, I don't know what grade I got. I know it was passing.
I got a B plus. I remember that.
Okay, so if you got a B plus, I probably got a C.
Oh, yes,
I probably got a C. And I'll tell you, my mentality squarely was C's get degrees. And to me, I was good as gold, baby. I don't care about fucking president's list or magna cum laude or whatever.
No.
Just give me my fucking piece of paper so I can get a job.
Kids, if there's any that ever listen to us, then I'll check your GPA after the fact.
I've never had one job where they asked me, what college did you go to?
No.
What was your major? But I don't think anyone
I have gotten that. I've gotten the what was your major. I think they didn't ask me what college I went to because it's probably on my resume.
Yeah.
But I think I've gotten a major. But after that, nothing.
Yeah. What was your GPA?
Nope,
or
never got that.
No. Did you have honors? Nothing like that.
Nope. Did you attend regularly? No. Did you clown around? No. Never got that.
No.
I mean, yes, I did, but
yeah,
no, never got that question.
How many W's? How many withdrawals did you have on your?
They didn't have that either. Nope.
Though, what was the thing with that? So if you drop the class, it's not showing up on your report card.
No, if you withdrew,
it would show up, but you had a W.
Yeah,
and it wouldn't count against you or something.
It had some sort of negative connotation, but it wasn't like an F. I don't even know. I can't remember what it was.
I know you wouldn't want like a ton of W's on your record.
Yeah, I think if you had like a ton of W's, then you had to be like suspended from attendance for like, you'd have to like take a year to get your shit together before you can reapply or something like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't remember that, but I had a couple of those, I think, one or two.
I did too.
I was probably a little bit foolishly brazen in thinking I could turn it around when in actuality I could not.
That was at the... I remember there was this is at Sierra. There was a math class, business calculus.
Were we in it together? Or is this
no,
just you?
It was just me. And there's this guy I worked alongside. He was in it. I remember, and he was all about like getting the grades. Like he was studying, and I remember I think we would like fuck around. This was like right. Like I forget. I remember like walking in class hungover as fuck. You know, like oh my god, like looking like I got hit by a train. Like,
yeah,
coming in and like sitting there, and the teacher was kind of like one of those teachers that was like, they were kind of cool, but they're kind of they're kind of shitty at the same time. Where they knew what I was doing, so they would like zero in
fuck
on
with you, kind of.
Oh yeah, fuck with you. All right, whatever. Because I remember there was a few ladies in that class that didn't appreciate because they were trying to learn too. They were like they were at that. So it's funny, Mary. If you think about the junior college, remember there would be like the
30-year-olds.
Yeah, like they were married, but they were trying to like do something, or they were like the 25-year-old that was like recently engaged. So they were so proud of their, like, they'd always have their engagement ring out and shit, you know?
Oh, yes.
So they were, like, trying to take things serious. And not that I wasn't taking it seriously. Well, I really wasn't. I was just, but I wasn't fucking around. I wasn't, like, coming in like Spicoli ordering a fucking pizza.
Sparking up a J in the back of the row.
But I was, like, like sitting there, like, oh. The teacher was, like, would start fucking with me. And I'm like, oh.
And they would just zoom in on you and dial in.
Oh yeah, everyone would give you the stink eye. I remember the guy I was sitting next to, the guy I knew, he's always like, dude, are you hungover? Like, very.
Affirmative.
Yes.
Affirmative. I had one class, and I mean, this is a big difference from, when your parents were telling you, and I always heard this advice, which never fucking worked. This is a boomer only advice. Back when there was 2,000 people that went to a state school or something instead of 50,000. They're like, I don't care if you don't get into the class, just show up and the teacher will let you in. They'll like appreciate your persistence. And I'm like, I'm not loitering inside of a class that I'm not enrolled. And it's hard to get classes because they're under whatever.
Yeah.
So you would have gaps in your schedule, which was shitty, or you'd have to snag. One time I snagged like a 7:30 class. And when you're 18 or 19, 7:30, it might as well be fucking 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Because it's just, you're not going to bed early.
No.
You're staying up too late. Anyway. And I was on the baseball team, and we had like weights on Tuesday, Thursdays.
Oh, no.
So weights would start at 6, be for an hour. I don't even remember. Hopefully I showered in between weights and go into class. But regularly in that class, I would be fucking head on just asleep. I would just be sleeping. Front row, too. I forgot what we were even talking about. School. Anyway, we had a good time. We graduated. Don't feel pressure to go to school, kids, if you don't need to. But
and if you want to get straight A's, go for it. But I wouldn't wreck your life over it.
Yeah, totally. I concur. I wholeheartedly concur with that statement. And you know what? I will say, actually, junior college, I will give that a glowing review. Save yourself
because
some
you know
money.
what? If you're trying to figure things out or switch majors and stuff, it's not gonna. You're not, drowning in debt trying to figure it out. Today they have something like in California, the first year is on the house.
Oh, nice. Basically, you go to junior college to get your fucking, not throwaway classes, but Econ 101, Finance 101, like all your 101 shit out of the way on the cheap. And then when you go to your 4-year school, you already got the requirements. And then you go to the advanced education for, the fine tuning or whatever your major is.
Yeah, exactly.
You save a little coin for yourself. Plus, you get probably hang out with your friends more and forge parking tickets to save $2.
That's about the thrill.
It's all about the thrill. It wasn't even about getting one over on the old parking police. But
yeah, in the golf cart.
Yeah, that's right. Well, here we are again. Spring has sprung.
Yes, sir.
And we're doing our thing. We're doing our thing as normal. Staying horny, of course.
Always.
Packed up, boosted, all that good stuff. Masks, all sorts of things. But yeah, another week in the books. Baseball is here. Everything's right in the world.
It's coming together.
Some things are okay in the world. Some things.
Everything's still good.
We got a rip Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh, that's right.
Breaking news today.
It's breaking as of today. I've recorded.
I didn't realize he had a.
I didn't know that either.
What was
kind of fallen off.
Muscular dystrophy, was it?
I don't know.
He got canceled though, didn't he?
He had a little bit of trouble. Didn't he make like some kind of 9/11 joke or something?
I think he
can't
did.
remember or something.
Because I know he was on he was kind of regularly a guest on like Howard Stern, and I think he probably was running his mouth over there. And
yeah, it was something like that. I can't remember.
Affleck canceled him for a bit. I know.
Oh, that's right. He's Affleck.
Yeah, because he's Affleck duck, and the Iago from Aladdin.
That's what that bird's name. I couldn't remember what the bird's name was.
Maybe we'll try to get the kids to watch Aladdin in memory of Gilbert Godfrey. It's a good one.
In memory.
Not the Aladdin with Will Smith.
No.
He needs to go away.
That one.
The whole family is just too much. I can't do it. Just fucking come on, man. It's too much. It's too much.
I don't know. I mean, I don't mind him. I mean, I think he lost his cool and kind of overreacted, but I mean, we'll see him again. Again, there's other actors that have done way worse that's still around. So
yeah, I mean, the list is long of Hollywood missteps for sure. But anywho, we will see you all next week. Till next time, I'm Chip.
I'm sorry.
Cheers.